Hello, welcome back to BCBR and another Taste Challenge Thursday. This time we're going to go with Schaefer versus Hamm's. This will probably be the last appearance of Schaefer, at least for a good while. My 30 pack is dwindling, and my wife likes the beer, so she's drinking it up. That's not totally untrue. That is partially true, because she's drinking a lot of my other beers too, so don't tell her I told you that. All right, anyway, Schaefer. Let's start with Schaefer. It's from Pabst Brewing. It's 4.6% ABV. It gets a 2.65 on Untapped with only 5,753 ratings. I guess it's not very widely available in the world, I guess. And I happen to be one of the lucky ones who can find it occasionally, from time to time. F&M Schaefer was established in New York City in 1842. It is America's oldest lager beer. It was established in New York City by brothers Frederick and Maximilian Schaefer. That's what F&M Schaefer stands for. Okay, Hamm's. Hamm's is a 4.7% ABV. And it gets a 2.76 on Untapped. It does a little bit better, but it gets 73,000 ratings, which is a lot more, so it's more widely available. And it was first brewed in 1865 in Minnesota, the land of sky blue waters. Hamm's uses water best for brewing, as well as the choicest barley malt, grain, and hops. And it's a Miller Brewing product. So, let's get into it. I got 2 cups, S, Schaefer, H, Hamm's. We'll pour the Schaefer first. Doesn't really matter which one goes first. I really like this Schaefer. It beat out, I think it beat out Miller High Life and Rolling Rock recently in my taste challenges. I think Hamm's will be the toughest challenge for it. I think Hamm's is very good. We'll see. Next week I'm going to have 2 taste challenges, one on Thursday and probably another one on Saturday, because I have some beer in my fridge that's getting old and I need to use it or lose it. Next week we're going to have Old Milwaukee versus Hamm's. That'll probably be the Thursday one. And the Saturday one is going to be Busch Ice versus Genesee Ice. I got 2 big cans of those on one of my recent trips, and they're sitting in the back of my fridge, and they're not getting any fresher, so here we go. Wait a second. Color first. Schaefer is a bit darker, but it looks like Hamm's has more bubbles. And the bubbles on the Hamm's are bigger. All right. Glasses off. I'll spin them around. Excuse me. And we'll see which one I like better. And I'll try to pick out which one is which. This one is not going to be easy. I have a favorable opinion towards both of these beers. I got a fire going in the wood stove because it was chilly down here. It's in the 50s outside, but it's very damp, and it feels very chilly. So we're in the basement. I haven't been down here much lately. All right, I've already forgotten which one is which here. All right, here we go. Let's start with the right hand. Smells like good beer. Nice and refreshing, nice maltiness, a little bit of bitterness there. Very nice. Let's try this one. Oh. It's the same thing, only maybe a little bit more bitterness. Both excellent tasting brews, in my opinion. I think the Schaefer was the one that had a little bit of extra bitterness. But I'll tell you what, this one has a little bit too. This one's really going to be a crapshoot. I really, really like these two. I'm going to stick with my initial reaction that this one had a little bit more bitterness. They're both very good, malty, refreshing, very tasty. Since this one has a little bit more bitterness, I'm going to say it's Schaefer. I could be wrong. And this one's Hamm's. And I like this one better because of the little extra bitterness. I'm going to open my eyes. I got it wrong. Hamm's. I knew it. Frick. Arr. It doesn't really matter. Wow, that Hamm's is so freaking good. So Hamm's finally takes down Schaefer. I think these beers cost roughly the same. I don't think there's a lot of difference between cost. So that does it on that. Hamm's gets a win in the books against Schaefer. Schaefer, in this little run that it's had, has gone 2-1 now. Beer cans. We'll go with Hamm's because Hamm's won. We'll look at that. I don't have a lot of good Hamm's cans. I have a beer can show coming up on June 2nd in Leesport, Pennsylvania. I'm planning to go to that, and I didn't realize I don't have any good old Hamm's cans, so that's going to be my number one priority, is to get a nice old Hamm's can. I do have this one, which is a steel can. This was a design that was out before this one. This is, I think, is the original classic, and then later it went to this. There was probably a few others in between. And now they brought this one back. This is like the retro design that they brought back. But it seems like they like it and they're going to keep it for a while. Anyway, this one was from, it used to be owned by the Olympia Brewing Company. It says Olympia on it. And I have this Hamm's draft can, which I never got to try. I assume it was a different recipe, draft. When this can was out, it just said the Theo Hamm Brewing Company, in St. Paul, Minnesota. I guess they were still independent when that one came out. And Schaefer, we've looked at Schaefer a little bit, but we'll look at him again. This will be the last time for a while. I have a Schaefer flat top. The F&M Schaefer Brewing Company in Albany, New York. I have a little 8-ouncer Schaefer that I just picked up at one of the beer can shows. I have a Schaefer Draft steel can. This one was New York, Baltimore, Maryland, Lehigh Valley. And I have this one. This is I remember from when I was a little kid collecting. I remember this can very well. F&M Schaefer Brewing Company in New York, Albany, Baltimore. All right, that's it. That's it. I think we covered everything. Hamm's with the big win. Damn, that's good beer. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.